right, welcome everybody. It is the Conway and Whitman show. Tim Conway Jr. and Brian David Whitman. Nice to see you, dude.
Hey, Timmy, man. Look at you, dude.
We're back live on 97.1 Free FM. That was my lovely little 16-month-old daughter doing that stuff. Oh, Bubbo. My dad can't believe she's saying that already.
Well, I mean, there's other things she's not saying, but she's saying babu.
Right, yeah. She can't, I mean, she's still, essing in her drawers.
Sure.
But she can say, babu.
And the great thing is that she has the inflection down. I mean, she's got it all down.
Yeah. Well,
does she use it in context at home?
Yeah, well, the first time I heard her say it, I had to slam the brakes on to avoid some moron in front of me. And I came to a stop, and I go, oh, man. She goes, oh, babu. So she knows how to use it. All right, folks, what a weekend in Las Vegas. Our very own Brian Whitman went to Vegas to cover the big sporting event there, the big All-Star game.
That's
NBA
right.
All-Star game.
That's right.
And not only 5 people were shot.
Right. I was uninvolved with the shootings, Tim.
Yeah.
You know, I usually, when I go to Vegas, I leave my gun at home.
Yeah.
You know,
there is one city that won't tolerate that crap, man. You know, it is Vegas.
Yeah, they have to protect the tourists who are there.
Oh, yeah, protect that money. But 5 people were shot during the NBA All-Star weekend in Las Vegas, including one man who was critically injured. And I think we have audio of all 5 shots and all 5 guys going down.
Right, one after the next. Yeah.
It's an amazing piece of audio.
Well, it's also exclusive to the Conway and Whitman show.
Yeah, we got it from the Las Vegas PD, and they said, we'll give you the audio, but please don't share it with anybody.
Right. I also think, Tim, I don't know, I haven't heard the audio yet in its entirety, but I think there were slot machines playing in the background.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Have you heard the audio yet, Jared? Did you? Because I've not heard it either.
Yeah, I've heard it. I have heard it. It's good. It's very intriguing.
Okay, here it is. The audio of 5 people being shot in Vegas. And you can hear slot machines, I guess, and 5 guys going down.
There it is.
Quite a crew that follows that NBA.
It is quite a crew. I got to see them up close and personal this weekend, Tim.
Is that right?
Yeah, I got to, imagine me, standing in an elevator.
Right.
With 8 feet guys.
And you're what, 5'8"?
Yeah, right. So it was, but I tell you, it was fun. Also, what made it very busy in Las Vegas this weekend was the Chinese New Year is being celebrated.
Is that right?
Yeah, so I think a lot of Chinese folks are coming over from China, obviously, to celebrate the Chinese New Year. It is the year of the pig.
Is that right?
Yes. And it's being celebrated.
That's not why you were in Vegas, though, right? I'm just asking.
No, I understand. It's a fair question. But to celebrate the year of the pig, I was invited in to do some photo shoots, Tim. And I was invited to, do some print work.
Right.
For the year of the pig.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not the year of Whitman. It was
the year of the pig. There is a difference. So I was,
okay.
I was brought out for that.
I honestly, I didn't mean. I'm just saying you weren't in Vegas to celebrate the Chinese New Year. I'm not talking about the fact that it's the year of the pig.
Oh, I see. It just sounded like that.
Okay. All right. So there's a lot of. Well, that's a big difference. The NBA and the Chinese.
Yeah, a different vibe altogether. I mean, you can really when you see both. I
mean, it looked like the DVD jacket to Twins. Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, the amazing thing is that, when you think about, Asian tourists or, Chinese tourists or Japanese tourists, the first thing you think of is, the camera and and technology. I mean, that's just kind of the stereotype.
Right. Is it true?
Yeah, I mean, the little children, walking through the casino with these little,
Oh, it's like little
like Game Boy
Palm Pilots and stuff.
Right, banging away on them.
Right.
And Dad's got the camera and everything.
Minding their own business and not shooting anybody.
Not shooting anybody. And
Right.
the NBA All-Star game was on, I guess it was on Saturday night, the game, right?
Right, Sunday.
Was it on Sunday, the game?
Yeah, the game was on. The slam dunk contest and the three-point contest was Saturday.
And Dennis Rodman was out there Saturday, right? Playing against the Globetrotters?
Right.
That was Saturday, okay.
But the all the festivities, all the shots, and again, we have the audio, the exclusive audio. Mm-hmm. You can hear slot machines in the background, and then 5 guys being shot, and nobody killed, I don't believe.
Well, yeah, but one guy in critical condition, right?
Yeah, but he's
fine, dude. He's fine, man.
He was asking for it. He went to Vegas on NBA All-Star Weekend.
Right. What was he doing out there on the Strip?
I mean, when you follow the NBA to their destination, wherever they have their All-Star game,
right?
You're asking for it, aren't you?
Right. I mean, if you're a roadie for that,
isn't that your fault?
Get together.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, wherever they are, if they're in New York, Vegas, Seattle, L.A., if you fly there, you're asking for trouble.
Well, they're saying now that what happened was Daniel Stern, the NBA commissioner, said we're not coming to Vegas anymore because the Thomas Mack Center,
right?
Is it Thomas N. Mack or Thomas Mack?
Doesn't matter.
All right. Anyway,
it's a UNLV.
Right. They were saying that this was not sufficient. This accommodation is not sufficient.
What?
Yeah, that's what he said. He said, so we're not coming back, because I was watching the local news in the hotel room, and that was the story, was that Stern was saying, we're not going to come back because this is insufficient. It's not accommodating the NBA. And then the mayor of Las Vegas said, well, we're building a new stadium, so you can come back because we're going to have this new, facility.
Right.
But, so I guess they're not going to Vegas anymore.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Mayor Goodman, who's the mayor of Vegas, wants him back after this, though.
Well, Oscar Goodman, who is the very popular mayor of Las Vegas, he seemed to be kind of angling to convince the NBA to return. But it's just one of those weekends, Tim, where there's the cab line.
Did you know it was going to be NBA All-Star Weekend?
I did not know, but when Friday night when I drove to Vegas after the show, I got there at 3:30. I checked in.
Was there traffic on the way?
There was volume, as they would say over at the traffic center.
Okay.
It wasn't stopped traffic, but there was
like Rick Dees would say.
Well, no, there was out on the 15 freeway. There was a lot of volume, and by that I mean just a lot of motorists, not really stop and go right there on the 15, headed into Barstow and then of course into Las Vegas, but just a lot of volume.
So that was I got there at 3:30 in the morning. In this look rolling into
Right. Did you stay on the high end of the Strip or the low end?
I can tell you where I stayed now. Now that I'm checked out and won't be harassed by Free FM listeners there, I stayed at the Venetian.
That's a nice hotel.
I like it very much, and I think it's one of the larger hotels. They have more rooms, I think, than most places.
Right.
So when I rolled in there at 3:30 in the morning, I looked around and I said, I never see color. You know that, Tim.
I understand.
But I looked around and I said, this is... What's going on here?
Well, what did you say?
Forgive me. I mean, I'm just being honest. Right. I'm nothing if not honest, Tim.
Right.
But I did. I looked around and I thought, what is the vibe here? What's happening?
Hey, man, who was you? Where are you coming from?
I'm sorry. You went to Vegas and you saw what?
I mean, I was checking in and I'm looking around and I'm just going, and not for any other reason, Tim, than for it was just crowded.
Right.
There's just a lot of people there.
Right.
A lot of, there was a lot of entourages. There's just groups of folks together, and I just kind of was assessing it and thinking, it's kind of expensive.
What was expensive? The meals or
I thought they should bring
the hotels?
It's that woo.
I mean, of course,
Right.
I'm obviously
I know.
kidding. You understand that. But I just thought, this is
A lot of people there.
Right. I thought this is a lot of people.
Then did you recognize any of the NBA players?
Not.
You don't follow it that closely, right?
I'm not a very very avid sports fan. You know that,
Right.
But I did see.
Like if Kobe Bryant was wearing,
I could recognize Kobe Bryant.
even outside of his jersey that says Kobe?
Yes, I could recognize him.
Or Bryant?
I could recognize, Shaq, who was obviously
Right.
playing. I mean, I could recognize these guys.
Now, was Vegas crowded to the point where you had trouble finding an open table?
Where there's a will,
Right.
there's a way. So I was able to slide into a table, but it was crowded to the point, Tim, where, like I said, the cab line is so long, and just the elevators, and just there's volume.
Right.
There's a lot of people in the casino, so even moving through the casino is a chore because there's just so many people.
Also, a real tough weekend for a 5'8" guy to get laid.
Right. There seemed to be, there seemed to be.
There were probably a lot of chicks there that were taller than that.
There were a lot of tall people there.
Yeah.
There are a lot of tall people, and they were. There was entourages. That's the kind of the vibe. There's one very tall guy who you deduce as the player. I mean, he's the.
You were almost the tallest dude there, though. I mean, if it wasn't for the NBA All-Star game, if it was just the Chinese Year of the Pig, you would have been a giant.
Right. Well, the Chinese New Year brought the average height down.
Right. So you were the middleman.
I was basically right. I was the median
Right.
height, really.
Right.
It was basically how it worked out. So the Chinese were celebrating their New Year, which of course I'm, willing to celebrate too. I mean, obviously,
Right.
But seeing that group,
But it had to look somewhat like a circus. Circus atmosphere.
it did, Tim, because to see that
There were guys that are 7 feet tall.
and then guys who are 4 feet tall
Right.
with cameras,
Right.
and no entourage.
Right.
So to see the collision of those groups, those categories, those demographics was fun. It was fun to watch that. But I was able to muscle my way to a blackjack table.
Right.
And
Do we have a total? Well, wait, don't say it.
I won't. But I will say this: if
You did not win, right?
right, I'll simply state, if they change the name of the game to 13,
You're a winner.
I'm a millionaire.
Okay.
As it works out.
Okay. So, you lost.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to send somebody, and we got a prize here. How about, look at this. We got a pair of tickets to the Los Angeles Kings. They take on the Anaheim Ducks March 1st at the Staples Center. For tickets, call 888-KINGS-LA or visit them at lakings.com. If you can guess, to the closest 100?
Yeah. That's
to the
fine.
closest 100, how much money Brian Whitman lost in Las Vegas this weekend? 520-9710. And I don't even know this number. He didn't tell me.
Right.
And 888-520-9710. He'll give you higher or lower, and the first person that guesses within $100, right?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
And you know the number?
Yes, I have it.
It's an exact 100. It's like 5,800 or 7,800.
That's right. I play with $100 bills. I think most people, you cash in, you have those hundreds.
Right.
So you whip through,
Okay. Were you ever up at all?
No.
Not 1 second. You lost your first hand, and it was
Actually, first hand I got a 20. My first hand I won, so I guess I was up, for that.
$100.
Right, and I wasn't playing $100 a hand necessarily.
All right.
But but I was getting money in hundreds.
right.
So it's easy to recall the figure.
And after Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you drove home this morning?
That's correct.
Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night? You were there 4 nights?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
4 nights.
Now understand, Friday night I got there at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
so
but you probably gambled.
I did play a few hands on Friday night, Saturday morning.
Right.
But
that counts as Friday night.
counts as Friday night because I hadn't been to sleep. And I saw a few shows. Usually I don't, see shows where it kind of edges into my gambling time.
Right.
But I did see a couple of shows.
Would you see Chippendales or would you go?
No, what I saw was the new Cirque du Soleil show, which is the Beatles show.
Is that right?
Yeah. So I saw that.
Can't you see that here?
You can't see that here.
What else did you see?
I saw the Elton John show again.
Oh, Bubba.
And
And did he play the same songs?
He did. It's a similar show. He hasn't.
$300 a ticket?
Yeah.
There's three of you?
Yeah.
And you paid for all three?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
It was, and then there's a surcharge. So it was like a $900 event. It's a great song, though. I mean, I can get into it. And then the third show I'll leave out.
While you're watching the show, the Red Piano,
I won't mention the third.
did you ever think to yourself, wow, is this $900 worth of entertainment?
I did, and I thought, actually, honest to God, I'm looking there at Elton John thinking, how much of the $900 does he get?
Well, also, you know what? You won't be able to, in 10 years, you won't be able to see Elton John, or 20 years, whatever.
That's why I'm stacking up now. I mean, I'm front loading.
Right. Because he'll be gone.
Right, he'll be gone. Oh, I don't know that he'll be gone.
He'll be retired.
I would think so, because he's got to be almost 60 years old.
What's the last show that you saw? Was Barry Manilow in town?
No, the third show was not my choice.
Uh-oh. Mamma Mia?
What'd
you see? You see, Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. I saw, it was...
Was it at a big casino?
I can tell you where it was playing at the Venetian.
And was it a show that they have there?
No, it's a redone, it's a Vegas version of a very popular Broadway show.
Oh, Babu. Are you kidding? You went to see a Broadway show in Vegas? What was it, Rent?
No, it wasn't Rent.
What'd you see? Did you see, let me guess, Little Orphan Annie?
No. And I'm not proud of this. I mean...
you saw Chorus Line?
No. I saw the...
Uh-oh.
With the mask,
Oh, Babu,
the Phantom.
The Phantom of the Opera?
Yeah, I saw that.
You sat through that in Vegas?
I did. I sat through that. It's not a proud moment.
Slowly turn, that whole deal?
Oh, you know the show.
I know the song. I don't know the show.
See, I had seen it in New York, 10 years ago or whatever, But you know what, actually, Tim? The way things were going, the way the cards were falling.
Right.
It was kind of a good thing.
You should have saw it again.
I should have seen it maybe 3 or 4 times.
All right. Brian Whitman lost in Vegas. How much did he lose? Leon in Sherman Oaks. You're on 97.1. Your guess.
Yeah, I can tell you where it's like $9,700.
$9,700. High or low or right on?
No, the figure is lower than that.
Oh, it's lower than 9,700. Ryan in Lakewood. You're on 97.1 Free FM.
Hi, 3,200.
Oh.
I bet it's north of that.
It is north.
Yeah. All right, let's talk to Pete and Chino.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It was 4,500.
4,500.
The figure is lower than that.
Lower than 45, higher than 32. Ken in San Dimas, you're on 97.1 Free FM.
I was going to say 4,200.
The figure is slightly lower.
Okay, lower than 42, higher than 35.
That's right.
Corey in Corona, you're on 97.1 Free FM.
Go with 4,000 even.
The figure is slightly lower.
All right, it's between 4,000 and 3,500. Mario in El Monte, you're on 97.1 Free FM.
3,800.
Oh, the figure is slightly higher.
All right, it's between 3,800 and $4,000. Lauren in Long Beach, you're on 97.1 Free FM.
$3,900.
Yeah,
we have a winner, Jim.
Baby.
All right, I love you guys.
All right, hold on 1 second. By the way, we love you too, baby.
Hey.
Yeah,
Were you in Long Beach?
Yeah, Long Beach.
All right, you a single woman?
I am.
You know, because my wife and child left me today.
Oh, I didn't know that you were going to talk about this on the air.
Yeah, we got separated, so I'm looking for I'm not looking for anybody, like to bang around with. I'm just looking for someone to hold me at night, so I don't really
come on down to Long Beach.
Yeah. All right, I'll bring it down. All right, hold on 1 second. Oh, that was easy. All right, you're going to get a pair of tickets to see the Los Angeles Kings take on the Anaheim Ducks March 1st at the Staples Center. For tickets, go to 1-888-KINGS-LA or visit lakings.com. Now, my wife and my kid are out of town, and my wife will hear about me saying that to Lauren.
Oh, she will?
Yeah, because she's got her Yenta friends who do nothing but Yenta it up.
Right.
They hear something on the air, then they call her immediately.
Oh, they do? They call her?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I get home sometimes, and I walk through the door and she's quiet. And I'm like,
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, boy.
Somebody called you.
Now, doesn't she monitor, when she's in town?
She really doesn't listen to this much. Well, she does, but she doesn't. She's got the baby. She's busy.
And who are the friends? I mean, they're kind of, just...
They're the fat yentas that are her friends. These fat chicks who call her up and tell her everything I say about her.
And they're generally unhappy? I mean,
they're fat. There's one fatso that lives in the Valley and two fatsos that live in Santa Monica, West LA area.
Given the chance that they might be listening.
And they listen all the time.
Yeah.
One's got red hair. Okay. That's the Valley fatso. And then the other fat chicks, one lives in Santa Monica and the other one is like West LA, Brentwood area.
Now, you get on social occasions to see these people?
They come by once in a while. Yeah.
Do you think maybe the next encounter might be a little stilted given this commentary?
It doesn't matter. I really have had enough. It doesn't matter.
All right.
I mean, if they want to come by, great.
I understand. Door's always open over there.
But you know what? They started it by constantly calling her and telling her crap I said on the air that I didn't say, by the way. All right, Lauren, congratulations. We'll put you on hold there because some information from you. $3,900.
Right. A far cry from the 10,000 Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh, I thought you were down 10 grand. You fought back.
No, actually, that was kind of a bottom number. I was in the mid-twos for most of the trip.
Right.
My loss was, hovering around 2,500.
Right.
But, I hit the accelerator.
What'd you lose on? Mostly blackjack?
Yeah, blackjack. Blackjack is really almost entirely my loss.
A bad run?
Yeah.
A lot of 13, 14s?
A lot of 13s. Again, if the game was 13,
right.
If you could get a queen and a 3.
AC Doocy.
There it is.
Yeah, if they called it AC Doocy, you're a winner.
I'm a winner. I'm a big winner at that point. But turns out they don't call the game that.
Right.
And the number, I guess, is 21. This is what they're real sticklers over there at the casino.
Yeah.
They really want you to get, as close to 21 as it turns out without going over that number.
Right. All right, gang, if you were in Vegas this weekend, call us and tell us how exciting it was. Where 5 people were shot during the NBA All-Star Weekend in Las Vegas, including one man who was critically injured.
I was uninvolved again.
I know. The shootings occurred in 3 separate incidents from Saturday night to Monday morning. The Tennessee Titans cornerback, Adam Pac-Man Jones, who would have guessed that got involved, witnessed one of the shootings, in which 3 people were shot early Monday by someone in a group that was escorted out of the Minx Gentlemen's Club near the Las Vegas Strip.
Oh, really?
Didn't we have the chicks from Minx in here?
We did. Yes, indeed, we did, Tim.
An altercation broke out in the parking lot, and someone started firing a gun. Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
Jones said, and his friends ran to the vehicle. They arrived in and left.
Now, they were getting cabs, I guess, because, I couldn't get a cab.
Oh, yeah?
And then what you have to do is, then you wind up, trying to get one of those sedans.
Oh, yeah.
That's an expensive venture.
Right.
So then you wind up, doing a little more walking than you had.
And listen to this, too. Also, in the pre-dawn hours of Monday, a man was shot in the hip inside the parking garage of the MGM Grand Hotel. Oh, boy.
In the hip?
He declined to press charges, and police are not investigating the incident. I didn't know you could not, you could decline charges.
So the police are not investigating. Well, you know what, Tim? Think about it.
I got away with it.
Well, they might be overwhelmed. I mean, because, obviously it's been an eventful weekend, and there's been a few incidents.
Las Vegas police said they arrested 403 people from the start of NBA festivities Tuesday to Monday evening, and 231 of them were from out of town. Most of the arrests, or 239, were prostitution-related.
Oh, are you kidding?
Yeah, and made by undercover.
I skated again.
Yeah, Jesus. How'd you get out of that one?
We're kidding, of course.
In comparison, Las Vegas police make 175 prostitution-related arrests in a normal week. Oh, you got to leave these girls alone, man. All right, if you're in Vegas over the weekend, tell us how it was, gang. 520-9710. A very exciting weekend in Las Vegas. The Chinese Year of the Pig and the NBA All-Star Game. And we have exclusive footage of the 5 people being shot in Las Vegas. We'll play that before we go to a break here. It's Conway and Whitman, Tim Conway Jr. and Brian Whitman. We're live on 97.1 Free FM. Everybody, it is the Conway and Whitman Show. We're live on 97.1 Free FM. If you were in Vegas this weekend, we'd like to talk to you about how interesting it was It was the Chinese New Year, celebrating the Year of the Pig, and the NBA All-Stars. They met, and lots of activity going on there. Some gunplay that went on.
Now, how many of the Chinese Americans were involved in or the Chinese?
It doesn't break it down by ethnicity. They just said 5 people were shot.
Were they shooting the Chinese? Were they?
They don't know. But they don't think that it was a lot of Year of the Pig celebrating going on, but maybe it was. But here's an interesting statistic. I read this online today, so it must be true. But leaving Las Vegas, trying to get out of there.
Right.
This morning or yesterday morning.
Yesterday, right.
The mile at Southwest Airlines to check your bags in and to get on a Southwest plane and split was a mile long.
Very long at McCarran Airport, right.
1 mile.
That's right. Standing outside.
3 hours.
Oh, God.
1 mile.
That's why I drive.
You know,
I looked at that story and I said, this is why I drive.
But I bet the drive back yesterday was hell, too.
I drove back today, actually.
I know, but I mean, I bet the people that wanted to leave, yesterday.
I heard that it was very busy yesterday, driving back.
Yeah, if you drove back yesterday, please call us here.
Now, today the drive was...
A breeze?
I was home in less than 4 hours.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. And you drove home alone?
Yes.
Is that a long drive after losing 3,900? And what do you have tied up in rooms and shows and drinks and meals? Another 3,900?
Yeah, probably.
$8,000 weekend?
Yeah, I don't like to,
You don't like to look at it.
I don't like, I try not to see I try to see the experience and the enjoyment rather than, seeing the price tag on it, Tim.
Is a check going back to Fabian, or is that a wash?
You mean Gabriel?
I mean, Gabriel. Gabriel Wisdom.
I'll try, I'll show you, actually, to show you how I was...
You got to talk to the mic there, man. Jesus.
I'll tell you, man.
For one weekend, man.
Hey, dude, I hope when we're not working together anymore that you will go on to continue to do bad radio, dude. Here's what I have left.
All right, real quickly, let me give a phone number, and then Brian's going to stick his hand in his pocket and show us how much money he's got left from the weekend. 520-9710. If you enjoyed the festivities in Vegas this weekend or were screwed by the Southwest Airlines line to get on a flight, call us here and... get it off your chest. 520-9710 and 888-520-9710.
I did. I called Gabriel Wisdom.
You got some money with Gabriel.
Yeah, I mean, I called him last week and I said, I'm going to need...
A bump?
I'm going to need a transfer of funds.
Right. You're going to take a bite out of Gabe.
Right. I mean, it's my money, but, Gabe is,
holding on to it.
He's holding on to it for me. He's safe.
Doing a good job for you?
You know what? I am happy. I'm not paid to say this.
Right.
The answer is yes. He does a fine job.
What's your favorite fallen angel?
Well, I get the newsletter, Tim, and I read the Fallen Angel newsletter, and I get to check out, all the different fallen angels. But I don't obsess on it because I let Gabe do that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't need to. I figure, why do I need to know who the fallen angels are? I mean, that's him.
Right.
He's going to do that.
All right.
So I got 5 moved. I said slide 5 over, Gabe.
Five G's. Five large. All
right. So you will see now.
From the $5,000, what you got left?
I'll do like Chuck Woolery does on Scrabble with the
all right.
big watch.
These are $100 bills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 1,100, and looks like $30.
We can stop counting there.
1,100 from the $5,000.
Right, now you subtract that number, and what do you get?
Yeah,
3,900,
man.
There it is.
Don't let your emotions rule your investment decisions. Get a free detailed analysis of what your stocks and mutual funds will likely be worth over time.
No, I understand, Gabe.
Yeah, and then Gabe can make enough money to hit Vegas. Jack in Glendale, you're on 97.1 Free FM.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, dude, you were there this weekend?
Yeah, man, I was there. I was actually in MGM while it happened.
Oh, boy. Where at MGM did the shooting go on?
I think it was right in the front.
Were
you involved?
No, but I was almost shot myself getting to Vegas.
How'd that happen?
So, man, we pulled in to fill up some gas. We're in a big van. There's like 8 of us. We had to take a little wide turn. We got on the other side of the lane. And the guy that could have went around us didn't go around us. Started honking his horn at us.
Right.
So, and then started flipping us off down. Then we just got upset. Got out of the car.
Right. Here you go, Jack.
David in the Valley, you're on 97.1 Free FM. Please, for God's sakes. Steve in Manhattan Beach, you're on 97.1 Free FM.
Yeah. I was down there this weekend. Yeah. And I don't think there was any Chinese people there.
No, there were. I saw them, the Chinese people.
All three of them, because it was very dark.
Right. And where'd you stay?
MGM. I didn't see that shooting, but I saw two guys getting pulled off the table for passing counterfeit bills.
Oh, is that right?
Really?
Yeah.
How does that go? So the dealer sees the bills and thinks twice about it and calls over the pit boss or something?
Yeah, and they pull them over.
The dealer takes that pen out and it comes up black instead of brown?
I don't know. They pulled them out and all the pit bosses went crazy and dragged them upstairs or wherever they take them.
I had asked, if you remember, that you not call after the incident. I had requested just keep it between us.
Who the hell would try to? I mean, if you're going to have a counterfeit bill, isn't Las Vegas the last place on the planet you try to pass it?
Right, because I don't think you could slide even a $100 counterfeit bill into a slot machine. It would reject it, wouldn't it?
Well, I think it would.
Yeah.
But all the people on the planet who are most conscious and always looking for counterfeit bills, there's not another city on the planet that looks for them and is trained to look for them more than the dealers in Las Vegas.
Right. The town operates and moves on money. That's a cash business there.
Right. And so why would you try to pass one off there? How stupid do you have to be?
Well, you know what I think, Tim, always when you hear the stories about the guys, using counterfeit money?
Right.
I always think, how did they know? I mean, they got in a lot of cases, they got the bill from somewhere.
Well,
I mean, if I went to the ATM or if I went to a business, me, and I got cash,
right,
and they gave me a counterfeit bill, and I walk around and try to spend it, right. I didn't know that it was fake.
Yeah, well, it may have been one of 18 bills that you have, but when 18 of 18 are fake,
there's a trend there.
Something going on.
Right, okay, well,
then they take you upstairs and then you do some speed rapping. Maybe those guys are victims, but they're going to certainly try to find out, what's going on.
Sure.
I mean, counterfeit bills, that's a federal offense. I mean, that's when you get the Secret Service involved.
Right, the Treasury Department is involved, yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious, right. Dougie. All right, Vegas, crazy this weekend. 5 shootings in Vegas. We have the exclusive audio here. And, boy, oh boy, what a weekend. A mile-long line to get onto a Southwest airline yesterday. Mile long.
You hear this audio. I thought, Tim, when you listen to this audio that we have, the exclusive Free FM audio, it sounds like it happened inside the casino, but I thought the shootings were outdoors.
Yeah, no, it sounds like it was indoors.
Was the casino door open? Maybe the sounds were...
Well, they have slots now in the parking lot.
Oh.
All right, 520-9710 and 888. 520-9710. It's the Conway and Whitman Show. Tim Conway Jr., Brian Whitman, and we're live at 97.1 Free FM. Everybody, it is the Conway and Whitman Show. Tim Conway Jr. and Brian Whitman, and we're live at 97.1 Free FM. There is no other station in Los Angeles that has more listeners that go to Vegas on weekends than 97.1 Free FM.
Well, that's true.
Did you know that?
I did know that. I heard that somewhere here at the station once.
Per capita, I guess. Well, maybe, I don't know what it was.
That is so great.
Yeah, do you gamble, Louis?
I do gamble. Do you go to Vegas?
Yeah, do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I love to play slot machines.
You got to talk to the mic there, Louis. What do you eat there? What do you eat? You got to talk to the mic.
I'm doing a show at the Excalibur.
Louis.
Which is a great show. And it's,
Can you take a picture with you?
After the show.
You all right?
After the show, we take a picture. I'm not really there for it.
What?
They add me later.
Oh, that's very personal.
So Woolsey got the picture.
Hey, Woolsey, you got a picture?
I do the show.
With Louis Anderson?
I do the show.
Louis, please, sit down.
Yeah, I got the picture, but I had to pay for it.
You had to pay for the picture.
Yeah, it was $20.
No,
And
but
it's just you with Louis? Was he there with you?
Yeah, well, most of the other pictures that people took, there was just an imposed picture of him.
Right, but we took a real life photo.
Right.
Hi, Rosie.
Only in
Hey,
Vegas. Did you enjoy the show, by the way?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. He's a funny guy.
It's a great show.
Is it packed?
I
must pack him in. He's a very popular guy.
I do the show every night.
At the Excalibur.
Except Friday night.
Right.
And we do the show.
What do you do on Friday?
I don't perform.
All right. Wayne in Encino, you're on 97.1 Free FM.
Hi, Wayne.
Thank you guys for taking my call. Please don't fall asleep this time on my story.
Do you gamble, Wayne?
Yes.
You gamble? You do?
Yes, I do.
What do you like to play, Wayne?
21.
Okay, that's a great game. I love 20. I have some great stories.
You got to talk to the mic, Louis. All right, go ahead, Wayne.
Okay, here's my story. This is a true story. I was not in Vegas this last week, but I worked on a show. Let's Make a Deal. We know that. We were trying to bring the show back with Sharon,
Sharon Glass.
No, Sharon Hall, Monty Hall's daughter. And I had to go pick up fake money for the Let's Make a Deal show.
By the way, very quickly, if I might, who could blame you, for trying to bring the show back with Monty's daughter? I mean, really. I mean,
she's pretty hot, isn't she?
Yeah, she is, and she's very sweet. But this is the story you need to hear. What happened was I was talking to the guy when I went to pick up the money, the fake money for the show, and he said, well, Wayne, we are famous for Brewster's Millions. We made the money for that movie, and in Vegas, there were 4 guys that tried to pass $100 bills in Vegas during when they made the money. They took the fake money to Vegas, and they tried to pass the bills, and they got it through, but they got caught.
Oh.
They all got caught.
Oh, wow.
Right.
And the guy was telling me how they make the money. What you have to do is you take 50-millimeter paper and you wrinkle it up after you copy it, and that's how they make it look like real money. But it passes. That's a great
story.
Yeah, but I also heard what people do nowadays is they bleach like $1 or $5 bills.
Right.
And then with these high-end printers, they print out, $100 bills.
Right. This is not a printer that we could go get like at the Office Depot or something, right?
I think you can. But
really?
Yeah, but I also think that, it's just not worth it because if you print up like, 5, 6, 7 grand.
Right.
And you're able to, sneak that much money past one of these guys. If you get caught doing it, you go to jail for, like 15 years.
Right. It's an expensive crime. I mean, really, counterfeiting, well, you think about it, the plus side of counterfeiting money is it's obvious, but the downside is really
right.
Kind of.
The downside to crime nowadays is pretty thick. I was listening to a police scanner over the weekend.
Oh, so you had a very eventful weekend again in that scanner, man.
It's on in the background.
Now, I tell you, dude, I have an awesome time, man. I hit that scanner.
Yeah, a lot of guys who listen to this still have those scanners.
I know, but that was the hype, man.
So, there was, Jerry, please. There was one.
Tim, that was rude.
Sorry. Sorry, I just swore at my partner.
I mean, to use that language toward me. I mean, on the air, the people on hold heard it, and I think they
didn't hear it.
I think the internet users heard it.
Hey, Jay, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
What did I say?
You said punching your effing face.
See? Anyway, your story goes, Tim. You were saying. Tell me about the scanner. You were listening to the scanner,
and one of the reports is a guy held up a chick at gunpoint and took $40 off of her. Right? Do you know how long you go to jail for sticking a gun in somebody's face, no matter how much you take off them?
More than $40 worth of time.
12 years for $40. Doesn't matter. You got to rip off banks or somewhere the money is.
Well, I think your dad, you've told us.
Dad, great piece of advice. Never commit a crime you can't retire on. Ever. Don't even think about it. Now, if you think you can retire on it, well, you have at it. All right. Sorry for swearing at you.
No, it's fine, Tim. Please. It's at this point, it's a good night if that's all you do.
It is the Conway and Whitman Show. Tim Conway Jr. and Brian Whitman. We're live at 97.1 Free FM.